Hello, thank you once again. So the last time I was here and I had my last recording was the concluding part of the video series I am making on Microsoft Security Portfolio. In that video, in that series, I established with this very slide I have in my screen right now that there are two areas or sides to Microsoft Security Portfolio. The first side is Microsoft Security Cloud, and the other one is Azure Platform Security. I rationalize reasons why this classification and this statement is very, very important for us to understand what I was about to do. And so the first side, which is the first area, which actually covers Microsoft Security Cloud, has been concluded. That video series has been concluded. Now, I am moving to the second side or area, which is called Azure Platform Security. But before I move forward, I want to say something very clear here. Microsoft Security Portfolio can be broadly grouped into two complementary areas. Microsoft Security Cloud, which focuses on protecting identities, endpoints, data, and applications. And Azure Platform Security, which focuses on securing Azure infrastructure and workload. So you can see why I kind of put them into two areas, broadly into two areas. And one area has been completed. Those videos are on YouTube. Then this is the second area, which I am about to start now. So, now that we understand that, so on the Azure Platform Security, there's another thing I've done is to let me say categorize the services that are under Security Portfolio. Now, the reason why I categorize it is to make us understand. A lot of things could be confusing when it comes to Microsoft Security or Microsoft Platform generally. So what I did is to categorize these tools and services into scanning and monitoring. Under this, I will discuss Microsoft Defender for cloud. That is where I will talk about CSPM, CWPP. Then I will move forward to Microsoft Sentinel, which is a SIEM product or security orchestration and automation, response platform. Then, moving away from that, I will go to what is called Network Foundation. Under this episode of video, maybe I dedicate a video to it. I'm going to discuss Azure Firewall, WAF, DDoS protection, Bastion host, and private endpoints. The hybrid connectivity will feature Express Route, VPN gateway, and Virtual WAN. Then the last one on the list is front protection and secret. That is where I will talk about the front door, Azure front door. I will talk about the key vault and manage HSM, then the Azure policy. So these are the things I will be taking care of in this video series. It might come down to maybe 4 or 5 episodes. I don't know yet, but just so let you know. And thank you again for joining me. Once again, my name is John Kayode. People can call me John K. See you. Hello, everyone. Thank you again. So for this episode, I want to take us, walk us through Microsoft Sentinel. Now, before I do that, I want us to maybe back up a bit. So Microsoft Sentinel. So just so we are on the same page. So this is I just go to your search bar and you search for it. You will see it there. But that is the tool. That is the first thing we see on the interface. But I just want to say this and kind of put it into perspective. So Microsoft Sentinel is an intelligent security operations, in the cloud. So in today's threat landscape, organizations need more than traditional security tools. They need intelligent detection and rapid response. That is where you can apply, Microsoft Sentinel. Is a cloud native, security information and event management, and also a security orchestration and automation, and that of response that's called SOA platform that helps organizations detect, investigate, and respond to cyber threat. It collects security data from across the organization, include users, devices, applications, cloud environment, then use analytic automation and threat intelligence to identify suspicious activity. So with Microsoft, security team can gain a unified view of threats, reduce investigation time, and respond faster to security incidents. What it does essentially is to collect data, work with this data, analyze this data, use some intelligence on it, then detect, anomalous, then investigate, then respond. That is what it does. Now, for us to look into that, give it some eye, when you call up Microsoft Sentinel from your environment, the first thing you see is that there is nothing if you don't have any workspace before. So for you to do that, you create a workspace. For instance, I can call my workspace, let me call it videos editions. So, sorry, okay, choose a subscription. Then I have a I have a resource group already there. Then I can call it videos, maybe edit. Then I can go ahead and say review and create. So because before you can begin to, ingest log from different platforms, solutions, and devices and applications, the first thing you have to do in setting is to create a workspace. A workspace is like a lake where all those data will eventually, come into. So if you look at this is the validation is passed, then I can just create. So if take some times, okay. So now we have a workspace that we can, that is available. Then here, if you look at it here, I can go to this is overview. I can go to input, go to output and template. They are all part of what this does. But the most important thing here is the fact that when you create a workspace, that is when you can begin to use that workspace to ingest data. So let me go back here, define Sentinel. So if you look at the Sentinel workspace, you will see that these are a lot of things you can do here. But most importantly, I just want us to look at MITRE ATT&CK here. So if you look at MITRE ATT&CK, it's not available on this portal. But if you go to, it says click here to go to Defender portal. So if you go to the portal, to the Defender portal, you will see this is Microsoft Defender dedicated, portal. And that is to tell you that Microsoft eventually may move Sentinel. I think there is a timeline for it to move totally away from Azure environment to its own portal. So especially to security.microsoft.com. And I covered this in my previous video. So if you come to this place, you can see if you come to MITRE ATT&CK here, you'll be able to see how your environment map up to that framework. I've covered this in some previous videos. And if you go to configure, if you go back to here and you go to configuration, which is under, you can see data connectors. That's to tell you can connect this Sentinel to cloud apps. You can connect to to endpoints. You can connect to identity. You can connect to Office 365. And you can, a lot of things that this can do for you. Now, the point I'm trying to make here is to have a conversation about the capabilities, features, and solutions delivered by Microsoft Sentinel. So these are the things you can do. Like I said, this video is not to maybe do an end-to-end project, on how to implement capabilities of Microsoft Sentinel, but is to do a walkthrough, open that page and walk us through the capabilities, the features, and everything that we can do, and some of the business problem this solved. So if here you can see logs, you can run logs here. Depends on what you have. So a lot of things can be done here. And on that note, that is the walkthrough I want to show us on Sentinel.